Okay, we're holding Parshas Vyera, so it's interesting. With the election taking place and people all nervous and worried and anxious. Lamaisa, what's the message for us? We said that Shalu Talmidov Shab Shimon Yechai. His Talmidim asked him why was Klal Yisrael Chayiv Kloya to be destroyed with Hamas Gzeira, and he said, "You answer." So they said, "No, they had Mitzvah Shalach Hashmeirish." So he said, "No, then there shall only be people in Shushan." If they partied in Shushan, that those people are problematic. Why should it be everybody? So, okay, Rabbi, you answer. So he said, "Shtach they bow down to the image, the statue of Nebuchadnezzar." Okay, so why are they asking him a question? He tells them, "You answer," and then they come back to him, teaching them you have to think. When something happens, and when you ask anybody today, "Well, Xeros Haman, Nenu, they had an offer from the Achashverosh Asuda." He slugged up that reason. Torah says not slugged up. That's true. Plus, there's more. But whatever we can take out of it, it's for us a message. So obviously, things that we're anxious about and what's taking place, is Hashem's orchestrating things to take place to give us a message. We learn from there. Everybody's a puppet, by the way. But it's a message. And what are people worried about? They'll take away the freedoms and luxuries. Yeah, that's a very good point. Maybe we're having the henna, Sudasan, Shell America. We're having all this luxury items that we're living in a life where we're focused much of Olam Hazeh. Maybe it needs to be tempered. Maybe something that we can learn from there. Which brings us, it's an unbelievable thing. Look at the parsha. Light. Light met with Avram. Rashi tells us last week, how come Light was Matzliach? How come Light had such great success and he was so wealthy? Because he went with Avram. The fact that he went with Avram and he stuck to the tzaddik, he had hashpah. Now what happened? Look where he went with it. What's Avram being told when he told him last week? We can't be together. He poured no male life. We have to separate. Where does Light go? Sidon. And after he leaves, what does it say? Hashem said, now we could talk to Avram after the Russia left. Unbelievable. Now, he chose to go to Sidon. Very luring, the life of Sidon. Now, what happened? Avram Avinu hears that Light is captured. So what does Avram do? He's Moisei Nefesh, to go save Light. Taking 318 people, or just Eliezer to go make a Milchama to save Light. Yes, it was a Chal Hashem. They portrayed Light as looking like Avram, so they represent Avram, Chal Hashem. Avram Avinu went to fight for Kiddush Hashem, and he was successful. So what happened after that? Light goes back to Sidon. Your uncle saved you. He put his life on the line for you. Go back to Avram Avinu. And what does he do? He goes back to Sidon. And what was his dismal end? Dismal. After everything was done, he's Chafli Roish. Look at the man. After he gets saved this week from Sidon, he goes along and he goes running to a cave with his daughters. And they went along because they thought the world was destroyed. And what happens? He becomes the father of Moav and Ammon. And Avram Avinu has to leave to get away because there was a shmua that got out about Light. So what's Light end with? His end of his life is nothing. Mitzidoi. No money, no wealth, no fame, scorn and derision. It's a message. What's the message you see from over here? And what do we learn? He could have come back to Avram. He should have taken the message. Vayishman Yeshur and Vayivot. Many times that's what happens. But it's our achrayus. It's up to us. We're the ones who run the world. You see last week's parsha. What does it say? Lech lecha. And Hashem tells Avram, go for yourself. And what's Rashi saying? L'hana'ascha u'l'tevascha. For your benefit, for your good. So why is that in the soil? Why is it such a test? And it's even the Medrash says, we don't know which test is bigger, Lech Lecha last week or Lech Lecha this week without Kedah. What kind of test? If it's being told it's for your benefit, for your good. Now if you translate those words, it's for your good, for your benefit. Avram Avinu gave his life for Hashem. He was already in the Kivshan Ha'esh, he was in a furnace. He only lives for the Eibishter. So what's Pshat? Now Hashem tells me to do for your hana, for your good. Me? I play a role? I should do for myself? So good. How do we understand that in Avram Avinu, what they meant? But a message that we can take for ourselves is, I heard a great story. Fellow had a Yerusha, didn't know where to invest it. Make a long story short, he ended up walking into a store because he wanted to buy a soda. But the ambiance of this store, the decor was unbelievable, beautiful. And he found himself taking a cart, filling it up with different items to buy. He gets to the cash register, he says, 1 minute, I came to buy a soda. I didn't come to buy this whole cart. He looks around and its place is flourishing and people are coming. He said, what a brilliant, this fellow made this business. Look, he's making people buy things. People just coming in, it's very popular. He should get such a business. And he ran looking for the owner. He offered him to buy the business. And the man says, no. You don't sell a cash cow. I'm making so much money, I'm not selling this. Well, the guy realized, okay, I better do something. I'm going to make my own. And he scoured around. He found the best place to make it was across the street from this store. So he makes this store and he puts into it, invests in it, and he makes it unbelievable. So much so that he started attracting all the customers. The first store was losing. He was about to declare bankruptcy. But then the guy saw a Frum Yid. He says, I need your advice. Please help me out. Sits him down, tells him his problem. My store is going bankrupt. What do I do? He gave him advice. And the man listened to the advice. And within such a short time, not only did he cut his losses, he started gaining profits he never had before. And the other store went bankrupt. So the guy came over to him and says, Shuldik, please tell me what your secret is. How do you do that? So I'm telling you, you're going to go make competition again. I'll give you the secret. Anyway, he signed the contract. He's not going to compete. And he tells him, what the guy told me this from you? Make your employees your partners. He went over to his employees. He said, boys, every one of you, for the next 5 years, every dollar we make, we're sharing it even Steven with everybody. Now what happened? Oh, it's my place. Did they start working? There's customer service, there's diligence, and it went up. It became his. Now, when you make it that it becomes mine, I'm going to do the best thing for myself. I'm going to work the best. You're going to work everything. Avram Avinu was abada. I'm just saying, for us as a lesson. Look what happened. What happened by Melech Sodom? What did he do? He gave back the nefesh. He gave the people back to Sodom. You know what the Gemara says? Rabbi Yelen and the Dorim Lamed Beis. Why were we enslaved to Egypt for 210 years? Because Avraham Avinu gave the nefesh back to Sodom. He gave the people back to Sodom. You could have taken them. You could have makarev them. You could have brought them tachas kanfei ashchina. You gave them back to Sodom. Look at that, we have to be enslaved 210 years. And now I can understand. Why is Avraham Avinu davening for Sodom in this week's parish? He's pleading with Hashem. Save them. Save Rishayim. Save the Rishayim. He's begging and pleading. He's putting himself Hashem. Why are you davening? Let them die. The Rishayim. They deserve to die. It's better for them to die, says the Mishnah. But that's his nefesh. He was supposed to take them and make care of them. He went back. Oh, now it's his. He's davening for them. How save them? Couldn't save them. But you might see, Givaldi Gazach. The Achrayas is ours. We have the responsibility. With Klal Yisrael, with the Tefillah, Kol Yaakov. With Klal Yisrael is then Parnas Bal Olam El B'Shvil Yisrael. Everything's for us. We have to take the messages, what's taking place, is an inherent message that we have to take. We have Givaldi Shefa Bracha from the B'nai Shalom. It's Shefa Bracha from the B'nai Shalom. Not like Chas v'Shalom Sodom, where they had such Shefa. And Avada Yidden give tzedakah, Avada Yidden give chesed, but how much more we could do, how our focus could be used for all the excesses that we have in life. It's a big nisayon. It's a big galus mentality that we're living with in all these types of successes. If we can use this and channel it to bringing it tachas kanfei ashchina of Avram Avinu, our tachas of the olam was mekadosh shemayim, we can take all the things taking place as a message for us, and just like in Purim, after 3 days, the whole thing was the hafachu. Haman was God. He was hanging on a tree. It could be in Gavaldig Yeshua. There should be an impetus that we can take all of this to be bracha and atzlacha for siyat d'shmaya.